Hey y'all, welcome to week 3 of the Porch League. I'm going up against Coach Ben and the Orlando Magikarp. We're supposed to start here in a little bit, so I'll try to do a quick team builder, and if he messages me, I'll probably just hop right into the game. As you can see on the screen, our matchup this week, this is the first time we're going up against another fast team, but I still think we have some pretty solid speed tiers. Considering Mega Alakazam is faster than Mega Beedrill, Jolteon is slower than Zeraora, and Cobalion is still faster than a lot of his scarier setup Pokemon. When I look over at his team, I see a mixture of things that Ben likes to draft, and then, so historically, Ben drafts either really bulky and things like Cresselia, Toxapex, um, and doesn't necessarily play stall with them, but definitely chills out with them. And then Ben also has been notorious for winning some games with some setup options. So when I look at his team, it's kind of a mixture of those. We have things like Toxapex and Tangrowth, that pretty threatening defensive core that can really switch into most things on most teams. And then from there, we just kind of have a lot of setup options for offense. We have Salamence, Lucario, Gardevoir, Chandelure, and Mega Beedrill, all of which are just threatening off the back, but definitely get a lot scarier once they start setting up. And then we also have good pivot options with Jolteon and Swellow. Um, so yeah, there's a lot that he could bring. I'm curious too what he thinks about these speed tiers. He's got things like Gardevoir and Chandelure, and Hariyama, which might actually be threatening on a Trick Room side of things. So I'm gonna just on team previews try to scout out and see what it looks like, see what the options are for him to bring Trick Room. Um, Other than that, I think it's just going to be mainly offense for me, and just trying to get in my offensive threats and win from there. He doesn't really have good hazard removal options. Ben has Swellow and Salamence, and I think that might be it. So I'm bringing Spikes and Stealth Rocks again this week. Hopefully, I actually use them, and kind of from there want to just have pivot options into ultimately my Mega Alakazam. I think Alakazam looks really good against this team. Even just thinking about Psychic and Shadow Ball. Psychic mows through most of the team, and then Shadow Ball can help with things like Gardevoir and Chandelure. So potential win game, like a win con for me, will be Mega Alakazam. Oh, you can see my cat. So that's Bella. She probably will be there, at least for the foreseeable future. I went to GameStop and pre-ordered Sword and Shield, and also got a cute little Grookey. So maybe the question will be which starter you're going to go to with Sword and Shield. Okay, so sorry, one of my housemates was at the door. I had to go get it. But I'll probably keep Grookey up for the intro. For this live video, I don't think I'm going to do a face cam. Once the game starts, I'll probably go into more full screen. Wrong one. Just because I think that I'm still practicing, trying to get used to everything. But let me go over my team now that I sort of analyzed his team. I guess one thing also I would say is sometimes I would say should get punished in games for staying in with his defensive Pokemon longer than he should. So I kind of built this team around who I'm playing against. So we'll keep that in mind. My defensive core is this double wish core, which I probably don't need. A lot of this team is a little bit of just testing some things out and seeing what can work and what doesn't work. I'm bringing two wish passers, and I'm also bringing two Pokemon with Life Orb. Generally, I don't like this kind of strategy, but we're gonna try it out. Try it out this week. So potential first lead for me will be Cobalion just to get up rocks. Um, I've kind of made a pact that I want to. If I bring hazards, I should use them because I haven't for the last two games. So I this is a potential lead option for me. Cobalion also has Volt Switch for momentum and then stab moves because they do well against his team with the attack investment I have. It's taking out Gardevoir, it's taking out Lucario, and then with the Steelinium Z, I'm able to also take out things like Salamence after rocks. So this is mainly a lead rocker pivot option and just two good offensive moves. It doesn't really do much against Tangrowth Toxapex, the potential defensive core. So there's Volt Switch there to switch out. And then Florges and Alomomola are just a combo of walls. Um, Wish passing into certain things. I have to watch out with Florges because it isn't Wish Protect. I thought that Heal Bell might be better. Because I'm not bringing Tornadus this week, I need to make sure I can get rid of potential toxic spikes from Toxapex or Mega Beedrill. So Florges being able to switch in, maybe absorb the um, the poison damage from the toxic spikes, defog and heal bell is a potential option. We'll see. I really don't like bringing wish without um, protect, so this will be a little bit of a trial on my end. And this Alomomola is mainly here so that Beedrill and Salamence don't get too out of control. Potentials for Scald Burns, wishing and protecting, obviously, and then I have Toxic there, predicting a potential Tangrowth to switch into Alomomola. Um, Beedrill oftentimes can just, if it's set up in the right way, can just click U-turn. I'm obviously going to switch into Aloe, and then from there he can just U-turn into Tangrowth. So at some point in the game, I might think that it's just worth it to take the 60% or so from Giga Drain and fire off a Toxic. But that's sort of my defense and the start of the game. Ultimately, though, I want to keep pressure. Even with these wish walls, the goal is to wish past them into things that are losing health because passively because of their offensive pressure. So on the offensive side, I have Zeraora, Mega Alakazam, and Quillfish. Quillfish does a lot to everything that is slower than it. Potentials for Gardevoir, Chandelure, Tangrowth. All of these don't really want to get hit by Quillfish. I originally had Swords Dance on here, but I wasn't able to run Aqua Jet with it. So I decided to keep Aqua Jet in case I need to revenge against Mega Beedrill, Jolteon, Swellow. Um, Otherwise, this thing just hits hard slash sets up spikes. I feel like if I bring this in on Toxapex, I can set up a few layers of spikes and then switch out pretty safely to either Florges or Alomomola, which I can then use to pivot into something else. I hope also he will get conditioned to me staying in and clicking Wish, and sometimes I might just switch over to Aloe or Florges and then hard switch into something else. These are just some goals that I have as a player going into this match. I have this mixed attack set, Zeraora, Life Orb, pivot options with Volt Switch, and Thunderbolt is decent stab against his team. Also, knock off and fake out. Fake out and knock off with the Life Orb if he's just running a standard Jolteon set, um, can take it out and it is faster. So that's a potential option. I also like the options of fake out into my walls. Um, we'll see. I'm less confident with this sort of thing, but some of these moves are just it's a Zeraora, so it's good, and it has um like knockoff's a good move. So it's a little bit of like trying things out, but also in a safe way. And then Jonak, my Mega Alakazam, is set up with Sub Recover Psychic Shadow Ball. I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to get behind a sub. I don't necessarily think I'll need it, but it's there, and Recover's there as well. Mainly, I see Psychic and Shadow Ball um, being the way that I win. Part of me is thinking that I might want to switch it to Calm Mind. I don't necessarily. I think maybe only for Salamence does the Calm Mind actually make a difference to kills. Um, but if I'm behind a sub as well, then that can be a way to get rid of that. So I'll think about it. The game isn't for a little bit. So that is that. I will see you all in a few minutes. Okay, so the battle is about to happen. I just looked at my team because I wanted to make sure that it was set up fine. And if you're watching my team builder, you would have seen that I would have had um, healer the entire freaking time. Luckily, I thought about switching it to regen, and also I put Calm Mind over substitute, and we are going to click accept. Okay, I am going to switch into this mode. Let me add my boy. All right. I think Comrade's going to stay up in that corner. And I'm going to put GLHF. Can you send the link? All right. Now I am going to look. So he has Gardevoir and Chandelure, which could mean room for Trick Room. Hold on, I'm going to move the mic. I think that's it. Okay, so he has Gardevoir and Chandelure. So I do need to worry about Trick Room. He has potential lead in obviously Beedrill. I think I just lead what I thought. I'm gonna lead Cobalion. Okay, real quick, just want to check to make sure that our Choice Specs Moonblast is not killing. So I think I do click Stealth Rocks. Let me just also make sure. I guess this might be the easiest way to do it. Gardevoir is not a Z user, so I should just be able to click Stealth Rock. Okay. I'm okay with that. Cobalion is now slower than Gardevoir and Lucario. Do I just stay in and click Ironhead? I think so. Woo! Okay, so there's some investment on it. I should switch out. I should just switch out to the easy one. There's no sense in over predicting. And let's just see what Moonblast is doing a lot. He should switch out. If he Thunder Waves again, I think I go Heal Bell. No. I think I do. Because Cobalion actually looks pretty okay. It helps against Lucario. Or do I fire off a Moonblast? If I fire off a Moonblast, he could go into Chandelure. I'm going to click Heal Bell. No. I could get Psychic again, which is doing a third. I think I click Heal Bell. I probably should have just clicked Moonblast. Psychic can't kill. Moonblast is just going to hit something. And I want to go offensive. Okay, Gardevoir gone. That's good. Is he going to just set up with Lucario now? We'll find out. Beedrill is also an option. With the Rosa at 50%, that is leaving me in a potential bind with a special Lucario, but I'm now faster than it with Cobalion, Jolteon, Chandelure. I don't think I need to set up with Alakazam. Let me just check on a regular Chandelure. Shadow Ball is KOing after rocks. And against Lucario, I know I did all these calcs. I just want to not KOing. Okay, Beedrill takes 25%. I switch to Aloe. Should be that easy. I'm just going to click Wish. And then Scald if... Okay. Scald doesn't do much, but it could burn it. I think I'm going to Scald again. What happens if I... Yeah, I'm just going to Scald. Okay, I do get regular poisoned. Do I switch into Quillfish here? I feel like I need to protect once. Get the knockoff. Do I wish again? I'm going to go into Quillfish. Get rid of those. If I get knocked off, that's fine. It's just a life orb. Okay, Giga Drain did a lot more than I thought it would. Did it? Let me see. Quillfish against Tangrowth. Poison Jab is doing a lot. I can't just quickly go into that. Do I get up a spike or do I Poison Jab? I think I value... No, I need to keep this. I think I wish on a knock. And then I heal Bell. I think that's the sequence. I'm definitely... Okay, and then I can heal Bell. Okay, so with... I could go... Let me see what that's looking like. You might be able to hear my roommate over there. Be Mega on Quillfish with the Intimidate. Droner is doing a lot, but a Poison Jab is doing 31%. I'm still out of that range. I'm just going to make the safe play and go Alomomola. Click Wish. And to avoid the crit, protect. And then I'm going to Scald. I think I Wish again and then Scald. I'm still out of crit range. Okay, this could be my time. Because besides Lucario, it's all special attackers. So if it goes Tangrowth, I can Toxic it. And then that will put my Alakazam in a good place. Oh man, what would have been like if my Lomomola didn't have Regenerator? Okay, that is a little more annoying. I can go into Zeraora. And this is the option for the fake out and knockoff. Confused and burned. Okay, how much do I lose if fake out? Holy. I think I have to make the safe play and switch out. Okay, well, I have to click Heal Bell or Moonblast. Let's see what Moonblast does. Jolteon, special attacker against Florges. Moonblast does 53 to 62. I think I want to heal up. Okay. Is this the chance? I should go into Gaff. The worst thing would be a Rock Polish. Does it get Rock Polish? Okay. Let me switch out. What can take on Noodles? I'm going to use this just to... I'm going to attack first. Best situation for Ben would be to go to Chandelure. And then I can see if this is physical or special, which I still haven't found out yet. Okay, great. I think that's out. Okay. I think I just click Wish. Do I click Wish? I think I go into Zeraora. That's probably Trick. Okay, from here, Lucario prompts, I think, a switch into Aloe. I think I Volt switch into a Lomomola and click Scald. I still haven't gotten a Scald burn yet. Maybe this is Nasty Plot. Which I'm... Quillfish gives me good damage on Tangrowth. Alomomola gives me a Toxic on Tangrowth, gives me some options against Chandelure on the defensive side. I I think I volt switch, and then this time I see how much it did. 13%. I'm going to go Tangrowth. Okay, Tangrowth. Assault Vest. This is an Assault Vest set. And Cobalion actually might get knocked out with an Earthquake. Earthquake is doing 42. So I need to bring in Aloe. Let's see if this is Earthquake. Giga Drain. That was not good. Do I need this anymore? Kind of. Let me click Toxic. Sack this. And then I think I win with Alakazam. Do I want to get Regenerator? Do I want to get Flash Fire? Inner Focus? Do I Calm Mind in regular form? I think so. I don't think it matters. I'm going to Mega and Calm Mind. Oh no! Recover? That dog. I think that was Metronome. In which case I just miscount the other damage. Zeraora. I guess if it wasn't Salt Vest. Was it really? What kind of rolls were those? 51 to 60? I just kept getting. All right, so that's the match. I will see you next week. Who do I play next week? I think I play Driftvale Drapions, and that's gonna be another tough one. So, peace.